Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faith, and today guys I'll be checking out Vivek Ramaswamy destroys Sharpton, who pulled race card over political experience. And you guys, I'm super excited for this. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what this video is all about.
Who never held office until he was president. Well, you putting a different standard on me, but I won't even make the racial application there. We vote for you.
Listen, at the age of 18, I think you persuaded me on that one, that political experience is not the same as holding office. To tell you the truth, the reason I came out there and I was intrigued.
Can I put out right-wing press that Sharpton converted a young, well, I don't want to take credit for
to believe outside of political experience, I'm going to tell you the truth.
Vivek Ramaswamy is at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you by TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com. I want you to know, people have been stealing our design. We made this. This is our design. You can tell if it's my design by looking at this Tatum badge right here. If you see somebody selling this, it's not on the Tatum store and it has a badge here, these fools are taking the entire design. Do not buy it. Report those people. Only get it from authentically made at TatumStore.com. Like, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what to do. I hope it's not echoing here. It's the first time I've made a video in this particular area in our house. And so I just want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy real quick. I know people have controversy about Vivek Ramaswamy. I think tomorrow he's doing an interview with Anomaly to address some of the issues that people have been having with Vivek. They think Vivek is fake. Vivek the fake. They think he's too good to be true. There's a lot of things that are going on that I don't think has been authenticated properly, in my opinion. But it's still open for people to be thinking about this, and people should be questioning any candidate that's running for president. But the reason that I'm making a video on Labor Day weekend is because Vivek, I saw a video of Vivek and that scam artist, snake oil salesman, Al Sharpton, going at it. Because if you guys remember, Vivek used to not be a conservative. Vivek was at an event with Al Sharpton when Al Sharpton used to be fat, and he was running for president. And Vivek challenged him about his experience. And the exchange between Vivek and Al Sharpton is priceless. So without me running my mouth too much, I'm going to play the clip of Vivek and Al Sharpton going at it, and then I'm going to give my commentary on the other side. Roll the film.
Let's get to my question here. Go ahead.
Reverend Sharpton, hello. I'm Vivek, and I want to ask you, last week on the show we had Senator Kerry, and this week and the week before we had Senator Edwards. And my question for you is, of all the Democratic candidates out there, why should I vote for the one with the least political experience?
Well, you shouldn't, because I have the most political experience. I got involved in the political movement when I was 12 years old. And I've been involved in social policy for the last 30 years. So don't confuse people that have a job with political experience. So 20 years later, now my turn to ask you, of all the Republican candidates out there, why should someone vote for you, the one with the least political experience? And I might add, you've never held office. You've only voted twice.
That's correct.
In the last few elections. You don't even vote regularly.
Yes.
And you support Donald Trump, who never held office until he was president. Well, you putting a different standard on me, but I won't even make the racial application there. We vote for you.
Listen, at the age of 18, I think you persuaded me on that one, that political experience is not the same as holding office. To tell you the truth, the reason I came out there and I was intrigued.
Can I put out right-wing press that Sharpton converted a young, well, I don't want to take credit for
to believe outside of political experience, I'm going to tell you the truth. One of the things, I'll even give you one more for you, okay? You were the only anti-war candidate back then. I was against the Iraq war. As I recall, you were the only anti-war candidate in either party. Well, guess what? Tables turn now. I'm the only true anti-war candidate in either political party now when it comes to Ukraine. I believe in America First policies. I think this Ukraine war does not advance American interests. I was the only person with the courage to say that on the Republican debate stage last week. The real war I would take on is the war against the administrative state, the shadow government here at home. I think the people who we elect to run the government, once again, ought to be the people who actually run the government, not the cancerous bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. I'll have a 75% headcount reduction for all of the people who weren't elected in Washington, D.C. So this is a very different vision than you hear amongst traditional Democrats for sure, but even amongst traditional Republicans. I want to shut down the administrative state. I want to declare independence from China. I want to grow our economy by drilling and fracking and embracing energy. And I want to revive national pride in this country. That's not a Republican idea or a Democratic vision. Wow. It is a pro-American vision. That's what I stand for. It's why I'm in this race.
I would take issue that when I opposed the war in Iraq and going for weapons of mass destruction that wasn't there, so I ended up being right. You can't compare that to the United States supporting Ukraine defending itself against Russia. So that's
Look, I think there's a myth that Ukraine's actually, I think I was against the Iraq war then, but I'm consistent now. Ukraine is not some democracy that we've now painted it to be. I think this is a regime that really has some serious flaws as well.
Ukraine is in
So I think I respectfully disagree with you.
Strategic place where
I respectfully disagree that I do not think
that, but all right, we can agree to disagree on
Ukraine
that.
is not a NATO ally, and Ukraine doesn't advance U.S. interests. So that's one of the things that's distinctive about my views.
We disagree respectfully on that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. These race-baiting thuggers bother the living daylights out of me. It's funny that Al Sharpton tried to pull the race card on Vivek Ramaswamy when he just simply asked him about his experience. But he tries to pull the race card as if anybody questioning the black man only have one motive, and that is to be a motive of racism. But when he questions the Indian guy, that's not racist at all. Racism in that scenario don't even exist to Al Sharpton. But in reality, I think that just speaks to how ignorant Al Sharpton is and how intelligent Vivek Ramaswamy. But I thought he made an incredible point. He made mention right to the face of Al Sharpton is that you convinced me that not having the longevity of political experience, meaning being a politician, doesn't equate to having a low amount of experience to lead. So I think Vivek Ramaswamy killed it on that premise, and I think it's very simple. I think even if you believe Vivek Ramaswamy is a fraudulent person, I think that his explanations are very simplified to where the average American person don't have to be a rocket scientist. The average American person don't have to jump out of hoops, jump over hoops and jump over walls to get where the real issue is. It's very easy how we build economic success, and I think it's laid out very clearly when Vivek speaks about it. I think Donald Trump does a good job of speaking about it as well, but the fact still remains, it's not that hard, y'all. We can build the economy by opening up the pipelines, about allowing us to build that economy, about being energy independent in the United States of America. Instead of sending billions of dollars over to Ukraine, we could reinvest that billions of dollars into our country. And that should be a point of interest for us in America, the people, those of us who are interested in building America, not tearing down America, not eliminating America, not being a communist country that sounds cute with rainbows and whatever you want to call it, and not being sustainable and living in reality. But anyway, regardless of that, I really do think that the things that he said was really on point, and I love how Vivek Ramaswamy is not afraid to challenge people and go on anybody's show, anytime, anywhere. So I'm looking forward to him at Anomaly going edit on their show. I don't know where it's going to be at, but I'm probably going to make another video and review that. So get you one of these shirts on tatumstore.com. Tell me what you think about Vivek Ramaswamy and Al Sharpton. I'll see you on the next one.
Wow, that was such an interesting one coming from Vivek Ramaswamy. I love the fact that young Vivek asked Al Sharpton the same question 20 years ago, and seeing the same question being repeated to Vivek Ramaswamy by the same man that he asked this question is so ironic. And oh my gosh, you guys, I love Vivek Ramaswamy so much because he's very focused, ambitious, and a very intelligent speaker. I love the way he conveys his messages across. Let me know what you guys think about this particular one. I really had fun reacting to Officer Tatum. If you guys totally enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And this is me officially signing out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.